All right, I've had a couple of people of mine who are on my subscription list tell me, Tony, thought you was real big on Dillian Whyte. Why you not covering the Deontay Wilder fight with him? Why? Well, here's the deal. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because this fight never even comes into fruition if Povetkin beats him again. So with that being said, let's flip over to the real fight that's coming up. All right, so this is the real fight right here, Povetkin. Dillian Whyte too. I'm just waiting for this fight to get closer to the 27th before I actually do a breakdown of it. That's right, this month on the 27th, that's March 27th. If you do not know, Dillian Whyte will be fighting Povetkin for a second time. The first one, he was looking very good, got caught, and in my opinion, ended up having the knockout of the year done on him. He was knocked into another dimension. But like Anthony Joshua, there was no excuses made after he lost to Povetkin. He was ready to jump in there immediately for the rematch. Immediately, he wanted the rematch. Zero excuses given. Unlike the other guy that I just showed who's been crying and coming up with conspiracy theories ever since he fucking lost. Who's had a whole bunch of grown men coming up with conspiracy theories, and they also too have been crying ever since their quote-unquote king lost. See, that's why I like Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is a dog. He'll fight whoever they put in front of him, whether it's a smart fight or a dumb fight, because fighting Povetkin, he didn't have to do. He could have just went in there, got Wilder or Tyson Fury in the mandatory fight, but he dared to be great, continued to put himself up there against some of the top guys, and he lost. It finally caught up. See, when you fight the best after the best after the best after the best, no matter how good you are, like Anthony Joshua, you can lose. One night might not be your night, but as long as you continue to pick yourself up, go back for that rematch, get that get back, beat the guy who beat you. Don't complain, don't come up with excuses, don't come up with conspiracies. You get in there, let your fighting do the talking, and then get that win back. That's what he's doing. And like I said, as this gets closer to the 27th, I will be doing a full breakdown on this fight. But I am not going to talk about Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte, because if Dillian Whyte loses, he won't even fight him. See, that's the thing about it. The WBC is going to make the winner of this fight, which is crazy because before all this came out, I alluded to that in another video I did just a few days ago. Before all of this, I don't know if Mauricio is listening to me, but the WBC is a fucking joke. Y'all have no consistency if you are. But I already spoke on this shit whenever I was doing the video about the step-aside money and ESPN. That's crazy how I said the only way I could see Deontay Wilder getting a shot at the title was if Mauricio made him fight, or not made him, jumped him in front of the line and allowed him to fight Dillian Whyte or Povetkin, the winner. And that's exactly what they did. Maybe 24, 48 hours later. Crazy how I said that and it happened. But again, this is what I want to say. I know the winner out of this fight will more than likely have to fight Deontay Wilder, which is cool. I don't think Wilder deserves the shot, but it's cool because no matter what, neither one of these guys could fight Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury next because they're already locked up for a 2-fight deal. So it just keeps those guys with activity. Again, I like Dillian Whyte. I think he's got a lot of dog in him. I've always liked him because of the dog in him. I'm impressed by him because he's only had 8 amateur boxing matches before he went professional. And he's grown a lot. And just because he lost to Povetkin doesn't mean that, like some fans, I'm going to cry or come up with excuses or turn my back on the fighter and say the fighter is trash, because I have maintained what I've always maintained from the beginning, that I still believe, even though he lost to Povetkin, and even if he lost to Povetkin in this rematch, I still believe Dillian Whyte could beat Tyson Fury. Stylistically, I think he is a nightmare matchup for Tyson Fury. Also, if he does, no, you know what, I won't even get into the Wilder. I'll talk about the Wilder when it gets announced and happens. But yeah, other than that, I'll have a video coming out about Povetkin versus Dillian Whyte sometime next week. And don't forget, the fight is March 27th on DAZN. So tune in. It's going to be a great fight. The first fight was a great fight. You had Dillian Whyte knocking Povetkin down twice. Looked like he was on his way to a knockout victory. And then he got caught by the uppercut. And that was it. It was like a rock'em sock'em robot. Once you get your head knocked off, the fight's over. And that's what happened. So will the outcome be the same? Can Povetkin knock him out again? Or will Dillian Whyte knock down Povetkin multiple times and this time finish him with a knockdown? I don't know. We'll have to see. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all feel like, Tony, this was a bait and switch? You should have talked about Deontay Wilder. Tony, why didn't you talk about Deontay Wilder? Or do y'all agree? Do y'all think that this fight should not even be talked about until Dillian Whyte wins his rematch? Because again, like I said, if he doesn't win the rematch, then Deontay Wilder wouldn't even be on the table. It would be Povetkin and Deontay Wilder ordered. So that's another thing I don't like about the WBC either. You know, I guess I'll end on this. I don't like the fact that they're already disregarding Povetkin by saying that they're going to possibly order Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte as if Dillian Whyte's already won the fight. How disrespectful is that to Povetkin? How disrespectful can you be? Like, how are you going to go ahead and write off Povetkin as if he's already lost the fight even after he won the first fight? That's ridiculous. Give these fighters the respect that they deserve. If Povetkin loses, he loses. Then you come out with this article. But don't act like Dillian Whyte's already beat him, because nothing is certain. And like I said in the first one when I broke it down, this is a stylistic nightmare for Dillian Whyte. Because of all Dillian Whyte's flaws, Povetkin takes advantage of very well. Very well. His strengths are Dillian Whyte's flaws. That's what makes it a stylistic nightmare for a guy like Dillian Whyte. But anyways, like I said, I'm not going to break down that fight. I'm going to stop talking. I will stop yawning because it's early in the morning. For me, I'm tired and I'm waking up and I'm driving. So y'all have a good day. Have a good morning. Get some McDonald's. Get some Starbucks. Some Burger King. Some Bojangles. Or any other fast food if you haven't ate breakfast at the house. On that note, I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a good day.